You know what you really suck at? This. Everything I just did. Just sitting down, looking at the lens, hitting record, and saying something. You suck at that. I thought you loved making videos. I thought all you wanted to do was make movies, tell stories, make documentaries, shoot commercials, make YouTube videos. So then why are you not doing that? Why can't you just sit down and press record? I know why. It's because you're overthinking it. You're trying too hard. You're watching other creators instead of just finding your own path. You have good ideas, but you're stopping yourself because they're not good enough. You find it easier to criticize and complain about content instead of just making your own. There was a time when you didn't care about any of this stuff. You would just pick up the camera, press record, start making things, and just see where it took you. Now, I don't think it's entirely your fault, though. You are lazy, but it's not entirely your fault. There's a lot of loud people out there telling you how to do things now. It needs to sound like this. It needs to look like that. You should post on this day. You should post this many times. Nobody likes those kinds of videos anymore. They only want to watch this kind of video. More than anything, though, I think you're just tired of the bullshit. You're tired of the game and you don't want to play it anymore. And I don't think you need to play that game anymore. What if the only way to truly be good at this is to be stupid again? To not overthink it. To not try so hard. Make a dumb idea. Make something bad. Make something cringe. Make something silly. Make something funny. Make something serious. Make something. Just make something. And you know what can help you make something? Today's sponsor, Audiio. Do you ever find yourself in a creative block? Maybe you have an idea, but you just can't seem to find a way to start? This happens to me all the time. And you know how I almost always get out of it? I listen to music. For me, music is at the core of everything that I make. Ever since I was a little kid, I have been listening to and playing music. So when I got more interested in making films, music is where I start. And that's why I use Audiio, because they have made finding great music easier than ever before. With their Hans AI feature, you can literally just type in what you're looking for. And you can get crazy with this. Maybe you want something to sound like Gladiator. And Audiio just released their Pro mobile app, which is exactly how I use Audiio. Because it's not just about finding music, it's about creating moments that inspire your creative projects. And the mobile app lets me find those ideas anywhere at any time. If you want to try all this for yourself, use the code Tommaso at checkout and get 70% off your first year of Audiio Pro. The link is in the description. That means you're gonna get unlimited sound effects, music, and Hans AI for just $59. It's sponsors like Audiio and people like you that let me keep making videos like this, so thank you. Hit that link in the description. Let's get back to the video. This video is aimed directly at myself because I get caught up in my own head and I'm thinking too much and I just don't make shit. I think there's this misconception of like once you hit 100,000 subscribers or once you have success that this shit gets easy. It doesn't. And in a weird way, I have found that it actually gets more difficult because now you have more people wondering what the hell your next move is. And so you start watching too much stuff, you start looking at other things, you start comparing yourself to other creators, you start saying, well, that works, maybe I should do something like that. And well, that one didn't work, I can't do that kind of video. And then you just end up making nothing. And on top of all of that, there's just so many creators out there that are at a high level, that are successful, telling you how to do this, but the way they're telling you how to do it is so unhealthy. All this stupid hustle shit. Make a video every day. Your next video will never be as bad as your last video. You just better make sure you're posting 6 times a week and 17,000 stories every day or else the algorithm doesn't give a shit. No, I don't give a shit. I truly do not give a shit. When I first got into this whole creator game, like it was an audience of one. It was just for me. I was never expecting or assuming anybody wanted to see this stuff. And then all of a sudden people wanted to see this stuff. And as more people wanted to see this stuff, I started thinking way too much about this stuff. Well, that last video did 1 million views. That next one better do 2 million views. Why? For what reason? You want more fake internet points? You need more money? Whatever it is, you can get sponsors. You can get paid very well with a small channel that gets 10, 15,000 views a video. Trust me, because I have a second channel that does that. So what are we really even chasing? There is an element to making stuff for the internet that I consider a lottery, whereas you can put as much work and effort and you can do all your research and you can look at the trends and you can try and copy this and mimic that in hopes that you will also find the same success that another person had doing that same thing, and you will fail. And then you'll sit there and you go, well, what the hell did I learn? Well, the only thing you learned is you shouldn't have done what the other person did. And somewhere along the way, particularly in like filmmaker niche and camera YouTubers and stuff like that, we're trying way too hard. Here's the truth. It's really easy to make stuff look good now. right? Like cinematography has gotten easy. I feel totally confident in saying that. I just feel like a lot of us are polishing turds, right? We're taking kind of crappy ideas and boring things to sell stuff, and we're trying to make it look slick and cool, and we're going out into the desert and we're doing all this fun stuff and we're running around and we make it look cool, and we've got CRT TVs and we're fucking shooting B-roll and everything looks slick. But where's the heart in it? Where's the humanity of it? Where's the story? Where is anything that actually fucking matters? Like, it's just stuff. How much stuff do we need? How much stuff does the internet need? I don't particularly care what camera you use. I don't particularly care what lens you use. I want to know more about you. Like, why do you want to tell these types of stories? Why do you want to say it this way? Why do you see the world the way that you see the world? That perspective is like the only unique thing that you have. It's what we have. The only thing we can really offer to the world that is truly ours is the way we see shit. Honestly, this is the kind of stuff I want to see more of. I just want to see people. Like, I just want to know who you are. And you can do that well, selling lenses and selling cameras and pitching sponsors and all this stuff. You can do all the things that you need to do to survive, right? To be a business. You can still do that, but you can also just be human. You don't have to be a salesman. Not everything is a ShamWow commercial. But I feel like we all just get into our little cliques, we get into our little niche, and we all just kind of start dressing the same way, we start talking the same way, we start using the same cameras, and we all start making the exact same shit. So when push comes to shove and we actually get taken over by technology, who's gonna be the first to go? The ones that are all doing the exact same thing. Who's gonna last? The ones that decided to break the path a little bit and go their own way. You just can't chase likes, views, comments, and shit anymore because that stuff is too easy. If you know how to turn on a camera, you can watch some YouTube tutorials and you can get a nice light and all that stuff. You can go on Instagram, find the trending reels, the trending audio, and make the exact same video. And it might get another million likes, but what did it really do for you? You didn't learn anything other than you can copy somebody else's idea. And in the eyes of the audience, it's the same piece of content with a different username, but no one's really attributing anything to you and your tastes and your perspective. That to me is the death of an artist. That is how you completely become irrelevant. You've lost your unique selling point by copying everybody else. So when things get excessive, when there's oversaturation of media, everyone is really good at it. Everyone knows cinematography. Everyone has the basics down. It's just excess. When that happens, I think it's best to be simple. Strip everything away, take it right back to the core of why you want to do this and do that. For me, that was just sitting here, talking to a camera, expressing what's on my mind. This is the one thing that you can't do the way I do it, and I can't do it the way you do it either. So maybe you don't suck at making videos, you just suck at trying to copy other people's videos, and that is a complete waste of time. Stop doing that. And I'll tell you, I think it's always gonna be hard to press record. It's always gonna be hard to sit down, hit record and start saying something. It's difficult every single time I do it. And I don't think it's gonna get easier, and I don't wanna tell you it'll get easier either. But you do have to keep doing it. Because even if it doesn't get easier, you will get better at it. And the more you get better at it, the more opportunities you're gonna have, and you're gonna see this world sort of open up for you, and it'll become quite interesting, the things that you will be experiencing just by hitting record. Now I get to do the great thing that happens when you start recording a video, which is you get to stop it. You get to end it, and you feel somewhat proud of what you did, even if most of it was rambling, and who knows if any of it made sense, but you still did it. And that's what feels good. And I'm going to try and keep doing that and not overthink it and just try to have fun with this shit and not ramble and figure out how to end videos. Because that's something after God knows how many fucking years I've been doing this, I still can't end a video. Bye.